Welcome back, coders, to another video. Today we're looking at the Xbox Series X on a special subject, ray tracing. We have Watch Dogs Legion on next gen, and we're taking a look at how ray tracing is changing the whole look. First though, you get a quick glimpse at how fast this beast can load up Watch Dogs Legion, a fully open world Ubisoft game that we both know is not fully optimized for the system. However, I will say there's a lot of really cool surprises on how this game looks. So now that we're in, no time at all, I'm actually having to speed up my talking at this point. You can see cool little cutscenes that bring you back into the action. That's completely unscripted. It does it every single time, and I really love it. It's a little bit different animation depending on where you are in the city. But right off the bat, you can see the Xbox Series X is obviously a step up from the One X and the One, and I'm sure the PS4. I'm sure the PS5 is going to look very similar. So keep in mind that if you're getting the PS5, you're probably not getting a jilted version by any means, and they both have ray tracing. But you can see right off the bat in those puddles, you can see those lights being reflected, things that were occluded from the view because of the car, but still were being reflected, things that are not going to be removed due to screen space reflections, which is so cool. I wish I could have caught this on a rainy day, because that's truly when they're showing off over at Ubisoft. Is just like they have every surface and their mother is reflecting things. But I'm going to have you watch for a couple key details. You're going to watch on the cars. You're going to watch on the windows as I walk past. You're going to watch as I stroll through the streets, and you see across the street on a shop in a big window that all of the characters that are wandering the streets are reflected in those windows. And the thing that's really cool about that is it kind of actually adds a couple very minor gameplay differences, in the sense that if you are trying to track somebody down or follow somebody or anything like that, you can actually use the windows to your advantage, something you've never been able to do before. So this was me just hunting around the city to try to find the best reflective surfaces to show this off, because to my eye, it's very close to either the high or very high settings on PC based upon what I saw from Digital Foundry. And I will say this, I actually think it looks even better when you're running this on a 4K TV. And the reason for that is that it is a sub-native resolution that it runs it at. And so if the base resolution is 4K, it's going to be downscaling it to only about 1080p from my understanding. This looks like it was a little bit lower. I can't be sure, but at the same time, the effect completely sells itself, and it's really, really cool to see in person. I gotta say, when I saw this Spider-Man running on PS5 with the ray tracing, stuff like that, I thought to myself, it's gonna be hard to turn on the 60 FPS because it's so damn pretty. And ultimately, I think it really does add a lot to the experience and the immersion. It really just starts to feel like you're no longer looking for those little imperfections in the graphics. You're starting to just buy into the world that you're in. And I gotta say, running on a high quality 4K TV, you're really going to get a lot out of this experience. So far, the game is also a ton of fun. I'll bring you more coverage. We're gonna do a playthrough where we turn on permadeath and get a little crazy with who we recruit. But man, the profiler has been a shit ton of fun so far. It's finding out all kinds of weird characters and weaknesses and strengths that they have. And it's just been a good time. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there and let the rest of the footage run. I think you guys are gonna have a good time. At the very end of the video though, I would recommend taking a quick look, because what I do is I load back to the menu, and I gotta say, that's one of the best examples of loading. That shit happens in under 2 seconds. It's absolutely nuts. Just overall, I think the biggest things I'm taking away from next gen so far is, man, the loading times are so amazing. Quick resume is a game changer to me on Xbox. So if you have that, that's awesome. And then in general, ray tracing is not just hype. It's going to be a really cool thing that you're going to see in games that are going for that hyper realistic look and not for 60 FPS. But for the vast majority of other games and experiences that I've tested out so far, which I'll bring you videos on, oh, the performance is wonderful. So go ahead and enjoy the rest of the video. I think you're going to really I found a lot of really good buildings and stuff like that that have nice reflections on them. And let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you again so much for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, stay classy, coders.
This is an Albion checkpoint. Those found to be members of DedSec will be arrested. crossing an Albion checkpoint. Your cooperation is expected.